Hello once again and welcome to another episode of Euroman Movie Report. This week I have watched the film Killing Them Softly, and I must say it was an extremely boring film, and here's why. For instance, the dialogues in Killing Them Softly, they were too long and nothing happened. The story was too slow, and we had these sequences of dialogues between the two main characters, like Frankie and Russell, and mostly that was mostly what we saw in most of the film. And Russell, he was supposedly high most of the time, and yeah, it was just like watching a filmed theatre play. It was not like watching a film. And another thing, when they marketed Killing Them Softly, they had put Brad Pitt on the poster. But Brad Pitt, he is mostly in this film for 25 minutes, and the running time, according to IMDb, is 97 minutes. And Brad Pitt, he was only in this film for about 25 minutes, and it's so false marketing, in my opinion, putting an A-list actor on the poster when he or she isn't in the film all the time. And yeah, but basically what this film is about is that we have these two losers, Frankie and Russell. One of them, he is addicted to drugs, and yeah, and the other one, he's just plain stupid. And they are hired by a guy nicknamed the Squirrel to do a robbery, to rob some sort of illegal card game, which a card game which is run by the mafia. And this card game is run by the mafia, and their representative is played by Ray Liotta. Marky, his character is named Marky Tratman, and supposedly they have to rob him of some money because he has robbed his own card game previously, and they want to use those two guys. They want to use the money they can get out of the robbery for some different purposes. Russell, he wants to use it to become a drug dealer and stuff like that. All the while this happens, we hear when they visit a bar or something like that, speeches made by former President Bush and current President Obama about the economy and etc. and etc. etc. And what I failed to realize from this film, if that Frankie and Russell, they're supposed to represent something in the economy, like people who want to make something out of their lives, and they are restrained by the laws of others because they can't make something out. They can't make something out of their lives. I don't know if it's supposedly there's an analogy between the mafia who is hunting Frankie and Russell throughout the film, and the banks or something like that. I don't get it. But basically, Killing Them Softly is extremely boring. I visited a theatre to watch this film, and I almost fell asleep, and I looked around the theatre. The theatre hall for a couple of seconds while the film was running, and it looked like the three others who were sitting in the theatre, they were sleeping, because the film, as I said, is so extremely boring. The dialogue scenes are too long. It's confusing. There aren't much action, and yeah. And one thing, James Gandolfini's character, James Gandolfini, you know, Tony Soprano, he plays this hitman who is brought into where, and I forgot to mention that this film supposedly takes place in New Orleans, but it doesn't say because I don't know why they left out of the film. But the film is based on a book by George B. Higgins, and in the book supposedly it says that this story takes place in New Orleans, and yeah, what else is there to say? Brad Pitt, he delivered his lines okay, and the guys who played Frankie and Russell, Ben Mendelsohn and Scott McNairy, they were okay at delivering their lines, but I don't understand the point of this film. Yeah, I didn't like it, and I left the theatre very disappointed. So if I'm gonna rate it, I would say 1 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles, because I didn't get the film, what the point of this film was. And maybe it's Angelina who said to Brad, "Oh Brad, you need to make some more high-class films where people don't understand the plot," or something like that. And when Brad Pitt, he said, "Oh, of course, I'll do it right away." And when he made this film, what I read from America, that this film has been doing extremely poor in the United States as well. So yeah, that's it. Euroman of Euroman's Movie Report signing off, and next week I of course will be reviewing The Hobbit Part 1. Until then, take care, bye for now.